In the beginning, humanity looked at the world with wonder but without tools to understand it. Thunder was the anger of gods, illness occurs, the sky a dome held by invisible hands. For thousands of years, stories explained what reason could not. And then, somewhere on the shores of ancient Greece, a new idea was born. Thales stood before the sea and asked a question no one had dared to ask. What if nature follows rules? His student Anaximander wondered how the earth stayed in the sky without falling. For the first time, humans tried to explain the world not through myth, but through thought. Philosophy had become a flashlight pointed into darkness. Socrates sharpened this flashlight. He argued in the streets of Athens that truth was not something you simply accepted. It was something you questioned. His student Plato built a world of pure forms and ideas, and then Aristotle grounded those ideas by carefully observing plants, animals, stars, and seasons. Aristotle created the first structure of logic, a way to build knowledge step by step, like bricks laid into a wall. Humans now had a method, even if primitive: observe, compare, reason. But reason alone was not enough. Centuries later, another revolution began far from Greece. In the libraries of Baghdad, in the courts of Cairo, scholars from the Islamic Golden Age pushed philosophy further. Ibn al-Haytham did something extraordinary. He refused to trust his own eyes. "We must question everything," he wrote, "even what we see." He began to test theories with experiments, dark rooms, controlled lights, lenses, and discovered the truth of vision. For the first time in history, controlled experimentation became a path to truth. Europe would awaken to this idea much later. When Francis Bacon looked at the world, he saw centuries of assumptions stacked on assumptions. Humans, he argued, needed a new path, one that combined observation with testing, logic with skepticism. Nature, he said, must be put to the question. Descartes added another piece: doubt. He believed that certainty could come only after stripping away every belief and starting fresh. Together, these ideas formed a kind of philosophical engine. The early Royal Society in England fueled it. Nullius in Weber, they declared, take nobody's word for it. Not a king, not a priest, not a scholar. Evidence, and evidence alone, became the authority. Slowly, the rules took shape. Ask a question, imagine an explanation, test it, observe the results, and let the universe respond. The scientific method was not invented in a single moment. It was hammered out across continents, shaped by minds separated by centuries, built from doubt, reason, and courage. And as humans embraced this method, the world changed. Diseases were cured, planets were mapped, atoms were split, and a species that once feared the sky learned how to leave the earth and walk among the stars. In the end, the philosophy that built the scientific method gave humanity more than knowledge. It gave humanity power over ignorance. It transformed curiosity into discovery, questions into engines, and fragile myths into lasting truths. Through thousands of years, one lesson echoed louder than all others.